Hi, I'm here. I haven't been replaced by a bot yet. Although it's pretty close. My throat is still a little coffee, and my ears are still a little blocked, but hey. I'm a human being, yeah. We're doing it. We're doing it. Alright. Now we're just gonna chill today. I just wanted to play some Darktide. Just wanted to play a little bit of Darktide. I didn't want to dive straight into a new game just yet. We'll do that tomorrow. I had a bit of a sleepy morning. Not going proper full screen these days. Alright. Alright. Let's go! A little bit of heretic hunting and chill. Let's do the thing. Yeah, why not start on veteran, I guess. We'll just run around on Damnation, try and get my weeklies finished up. Who knows, maybe I'll play better now that I can hear. Now, what do you still need to do? I think you just need...
I stand ready.
Oh, he just needs to complete one more mission. Easy peasy. What do we use? Keep with the Catacan. I really like my Catacan Hellboy. Let's go with that again. I'm trying out the goggles. Mixing it up a little bit for my old headgear. Because he's such a handsome lad. That's what I usually go with. See if anyone's on. The servers have been getting progressively worse lately. Draco, what's going on? Ever since they added crossplay. Diddly dang crossplay. Ooh, sniper gauntlet. Fuck yeah. How you doing? This will be fun. So this is sniper gauntlet ventilation purge. So this is Damnation. There's no visibility and there's a fuck ton of sniper spawns. Fun.
Proceed to transit hub HL1611. Conduct Orsic scans of
Hopefully we'll get some people join.
data. Strive for
Nah, this is a fun one.
the Council Biologist is eager to
As long as it's not Elite Resistance, I'm pretty much happy. Elite Resistance is terrible. Fuck Elite Resistance. Elite Resistance on Damnation is basically, let's just make every enemy a ranged enemy, make them do double damage, and make them a bullet sponge. It's awful. It's terrible. Elite Resistance is basically play 4 vets and slowly walk through shooting everything. Or just die. It's about it. It's so boring. Hits G's where it's at, baby. High intensity shock gauntlet. High intensity means significantly increased hordes and elites. Special gauntlets means the special spawn in giant packs. It's absolute fucking chaos. It's the best. Ah, ventilation purge. Here we go.
Watch the shadows.
The light to dark ratios in this location heavily favor the darkness.
Thank you, Hadron.
Life for Tertium will be decided right here.
Well, we got one other vet at least. Ah, it's a bolter.
There is plague residue in the transit.
Guaranteed he'll be taking all the ammo.
Specs analysis is required. You can manage that, I'm sure.
You ready for this?
Ventilation system currently operating at sub-optimal
That's why I love my Hellbore. Yeah, Crusher, I don't give a fuck. So good these days. No one uses it as well, which is sad. Everyone uses the bolter, which the bolter's broken, so not a surprise everyone uses the bolter, but man do I love this Hellbore. That guy just fell. That guy also just fell. Ah, that's server. Hey, we got a full squad. All right. The what, Law? Someone open him up for me, please. Thank you. Well, they love it because the hipfire can unload 15 rounds in 2 seconds flat, and it's pretty much the highest damage you can get in the game. It's pretty fucking broken. And it also breaks through bulwark shields and cracks armor, so it's like, it doesn't matter how many people you put in front of it, as long as you just hipfire through it all, you can pretty much nuke everything in front of you for like 2 seconds flat. It's ridiculously powerful. Unfortunately, a lot of potatoes just waste all the ammo shooting trash mobs, and that is a problem. It's not as good as counter-firing like I'm doing right now to take out enemy shooters, though, because it's a much smaller mag. That's what I love about the Hellbore. It has amazing ammo sustain, a good mag size, and it's fast enough of a fire rate that I can still counter-fire with it. That's a ding diddly dang horde. Can't. This spot always gets wonky because they spawn up there, but then they drop down there. Why I love the Catachan sword. Power sword is way better for damage, but this sword has really good stagger and mobility. Anyone who says the shovel is good on veteran is a potato. Everyone keeps telling me how good the shovel is, but it's not. It's just not.
This one, suppressing fire.
I think that guy was mad at me. The horde jumps down. The horde jumped down in front of me. I didn't want to run in between and get fucked up.
This door can be opened if you have the wit to...
I mean, it just needs a slower hipfire rate. That's all it needs. Because right now, it's pretty balanced if it wasn't for the fact that the hipfire can unload at such an ungodly rate that it just makes everything irrelevant. Because the amount of like, you can nuke a boss in 1 second flat by unloading a mag. Pair it with veterans perk that lets it reload on an when you activate your ult, and you can unload 30 rounds in like 5 seconds. Although this guy clearly doesn't know how to use the bolter very well because he's not used. There we go. Now he's using it to break the bulwark shield. Because it's really good at that, but it also, if you're trying to counterfire, it's got a really bad fire rate for the single shot for long range accuracy. And it's got a slow reload, and it's clunky to pull out. And it has poor ammo sustain. No one uses the Hellbore, but what I like about the Hellbore is it can still fuck up pretty much everything, including carapace armor. Okay, that... Welcome to the servers these days where the shot comes before the sound cue, so you don't have a possibility of dodging it. Yeah, Hellbore's really good because it's got such good ammo sustain as well.
Regulations E to 112.
There are answers in this place, but you will require your auspexes to find them. What are you waiting for?
But I mean, there's a lot of fun guns on Veteran.
That's a scan for the servo scan.
Bolt is definitely the most powerful. Hellbore, I think, is probably the second most powerful, but no one wants to use it because it's more of a skill-based weapon. Headhunter auto gun's actually not bad these days. I don't mind it. It's got really bad ammo sustain. That's the one thing about it. It's got really bad ammo sustain, and to get the best damage out of it, you gotta hit weak spots, which with this game's hit reg is literally hit or miss. Yeah, that's shitty. Can't dodge it on the stairs. I thought he was behind me, not in front of me. Ah, that's the Bloodborne one. Got it.
Always got my back. Bastion 220 combat stunts.
You did not have any sound cue on you.
Losing a lot of blood.
Upload your data pool to the
Ba,
server
ba,
scout
ba.
pilots. Life is such a fleeting pleasure.
Yeah, Crumb-Tight is so desperate to get out there, so he's ready of her. Even when the guard comes recruiting. Oh, boy, man.
It has reached my attention that you are not returning.
Oh my god.
Might one ask why? That will be sufficient. Upload to the servo scout if you be so good.
Alright. Yeah, I've just been chatting with my old Shogun at Guild about trying to potentially start up a D&D campaign for them. Don't know if it'll happen, but... Oh. Trappers are usually pretty balanced. I just got fucked on that one because it was the stairs. That means it just spawned a bunch of snipers. Oh shit! And that right there is why the bolt is broken. That right there. If you're wondering what I was talking about, that's what I was talking about.
Watch, learn, repeat. Got it. Sniper neutralized.
Healing. Eliminating primary target.
Where are all the damn snipers? There's one.
That's sniper.
Get out of here.
Sickening. Engaging. Kill shot drills engaged. Start corner.
Ventilation purge makes it really hard to tell if they're behind cover or not. Oh, hey, sniper. That sniper was just chilling.
That is the marketplace down there. Keep growing.
Headhunting! I ain't sniping! Won't miss that one!
Oh, great. Oh, and right as we got another sniper spawn. Excellent.
Excessively repellent.
It's real rough on the chaos spawn because it's pretty much impossible to hit his weak spot.
Last year 220 engaged! Snipers done!
That is a dense sniper spawn right there. That is like 12 snipers condensed on top of each other right there. That is some nightmare fucking fuel. Oh, bullshit!
Kill this sniper! I hear you, soldier! I ain't sniping! Won't miss that one!
God damn it, I keep running out of... My mag runs out like right as the door opens every time.
This way, come on!
Right.
Med kit. Someone grab it.
Man, this dude is...
Someone grab that med kit.
Yeah, well, I didn't know where it was, did I?
Critical target!
Hey, Chief, could you stop walking in front of me when I'm shooting? But this thing does, it does pretty much just as good damage as the bolt gun. Just doesn't have the penetration the bolter does.
Medication station!
You are not a fit specimen. Proceed with caution. Have your Larinax ahead.
Oh boy.
I think there's still med kit, I'm not sure.
Okay. I mean, from a gameplay mechanic, it's just... It's obnoxiously overpowered compared to a lot of the weapons. Just for its point-blank burst damage, it's insane. Yeah, this is where it doesn't do great. Single target, not the best. But that's why I got this gun. Yeah, ping's up to 60 now. Jesus, dude. It's still a little bit janky to pull it out, but I mean, good ammo sustain, great damage, fast enough for counterfires. You just need the perk on chain shots reduces the charge time. Without that, I'll admit it's a bit rough. Just because the fire rate's not really there without it. Also, Crosshair remap mod. God tier mod. It does such a simple change.
Some of that ammo, soldier.
It's such a simple change, but all that it did is it. You see the little dot in the center? It keeps the dot on these shitty iron sights. Because these iron sights are black on black, which means anytime you're aiming at an area that isn't like well lit, you can't even see the sights. So it's a bitch trying to hit things. That mod literally just adds a dot. It just keeps the original dot there so you can actually know what you're aiming at. Such a big difference. Fixes the sights on the auto gun and the bolter as well, because they have just big blocky sights, but it's the same thing where it puts the dot there so you can actually see where you're aiming. Such a small thing, but it's great. And you can also just change the sights in general. Like if you want the hipfire sights to look different. Like I changed some of my hipfire sights to be different ones that I liked better than the originals. Modders continuing to do the devs' work. You can see why that guy needs to have 5 wounds.
Hey, soldier. I got you.
Ba-da-ba. Also, I see we have a lot of the axe builds here, which is not great. The whole axe build craze, I'll be honest, it's overrated. I've tried it, it's not that great. These guys are fucking speedrunners, clearly, and they
Don't think I'm impressed, son. Sickening! Engaging!
Rage of dead, our duty is done.
Ah, that was my 50th investigation. Nice. Finally. That was a decent match. Yeah, I got like most of the elites and specials and shit.
What are you doing on computer?
Look at that, Spider Pig. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Saltiker. Appreciate that support. Yeah. I mean, overall, the game's doing pretty well. It's just the servers are shitty right now, and they are just doing a terrible job at pushing out content. Mods have been the big thing that have kept it going, honestly, because that fixed so many of the problems. How you doing? There we go. Oh, I didn't even check the store. Is there anything good in the Milk Buck store? Wow, there's absolutely nothing good in the Milk Buck store. I don't even need any of these perks. Okay, well. I'm doing very good, actually. I've been fucking out with the horrible virus for 2 weeks, so I'm doing very good now that I'm actually back to being a human being. Oh, yeah, why not? I'll take that perk. Yeah, I fucking love the Hellboy, dude. It's like my favorite. 325 on the charge tax. It's really weird that it says it does no damage, because it does a lot of fucking damage to Carapace. It still confuses me. Because it says it does low damage to Carapace. You saw it fucking up Crushers in that. Very confusing. But anyway. I'm not sure how accurate this whole thing of theirs is. Yeah, the fact that you can unload just like hip fire with this thing and do 15 of those shots every second is why it's so fucking busted. Busted.
Many heroes have borne your
Any good
arms
perks on
before
it?
you.
What is it? 360. Oh, that's actually not a bad rolled one. Oh no, it's got like rank 2 blessings. Take that perk. Take that perk. Yeah, that's my the bolter and the Hellboy are easily my favorites. Shotgun's pretty fun too. Lasgun's always a classic. You can't go wrong. I hate the recon lasgun. I hate it. I hate it with a vengeance. Braced autogun's pretty fun. It's not the best, but it's pretty fun. It can do pretty well actually. It just struggles at range and it has terrible ammo sustain. The Shredder Autopist is a fun one as well. Haven't updated apart from a few balance patches. Yeah, there's been a few balance patches. They put crafting in. Crafting is dicey. Because they still have the stupid locks. This mod pretty much saves the stupidity of the reroll shit. It's still pointless, and they've just announced their new patch is going to be Into the Maelstrom, which it's changing the way the locks work, and instead of it being once you use one blessing it locks the other one, and when you use one perk it locks the other one, instead it's just you pick two things and you can re-roll them as many times as you want. So basically all it means is instead of like one perk being locked and one blessing being locked, it's like 2 of the rolls on the item are locked. So you can reroll both perks, but then you can't reroll either blessings. Or you can reroll both blessings, but then you can't reroll the perks. That's basically the way they're changing it. Which is pretty much a bit, not much of a change at all for weapons, really. It doesn't really change that much for weapons. But it does make getting curios less miserable, because the situation with curios is fucking terrible. This is how many attempts it took me to get a decent roll on this shit. Because see, I still got stuck with damage resistant first bombers. With that change, basically means I can re-roll 2 of these. So now I only need to get 1 that's a good roll. So that's it at least makes getting a decent frickin' curio less tedious. But still, it still continues to beg the question of why do we need them to begin with? That's sort of just like every time they announce something about this, it's like their collective response for the community is just like, cool, what if we just didn't have it at all? Like, yeah, it still seems like that would be the better option. Just let us pick the perk we want on it. This is what everyone already hated about Vermintide 2. And it's just like, you could just let us pick the perk and then that'd be it. That's practically what the mod does, because it stops costing money after a certain number of retries. And then it's just you have to hit the button up 1,000 times until you get the right one. And that's what the mod does. It basically hits the button for you until you get the right one. It's just like, it's an absurd situation. But anyway, crafting is still pretty much a mess. But anyway, anything good in here? Well, level 3 momentum. Yeah, probably not worth it. And they're also farming weapons much less painful. It's gonna make farming curios less painful. It's not gonna be as big of a difference for the weapons. Because the weapons basically means, like, right now you just need to get one good roll for a perk and one good roll for a blessing. All that change will do for the weapons is just means you just need to get 2 of the rolls to be good, regardless of its perk or regardless of if the roll is a perk or a blessing. So it's not that big of a difference for the weapons. It's a big difference for the curios, because now you only need to get 1 good roll instead of 2 good rolls on a curio to make it useful. It's still a problem with, like, just look at how many curios my Ogryn has right now. Just look at how many gold curios he has. All of these are bricked. You can see because of the crafting locks, I'm stuck with damage resistant versus mutants, damage resistant versus pock towns, grimoires and snipers, tox flamers, and experience, which literally does nothing, gunners and pock sounds. This is how many I had to fully max out a roll on before I could get 3 that just had a good roll on it. And even then, it's still not perfect. I'll probably change off the revive speed allies. Because revive speed ally in an Ogryn's not the worst thing, but it's not something I'd explicitly want. But that is how many fucking attempts it took me to get 3 rolls that actually had something useful on it. That is the big change. Is, oh my god, thank fucking Christ, that's gonna be less miserable. But yeah, weapons is not gonna be as big of a change for, honestly. But still, it's an improvement. It's an improvement. And we're getting unified currencies, which is another big improvement. So your currencies and your crafting materials are shared across all your characters, thank God. That's going to make a lot of things a lot easier. Because for someone like me who plays all 4 alts, very good. Still, again, a lot of this begs the question of why was it just not that to begin with, and why did it take you a year to do that? But anyway. Hey, it's happening. I can't complain that it's happening, even if it did take him a year. But yeah, so your auto dockets, so your money, your normal money, that's getting shared. The milk bucks are also getting shared, and your crafting materials are also getting shared. So pretty much all the currencies are universal now. None of them are character bound now, which is very nice. So I just need to kill a couple of scabs with range, which is I can probably do right now. These are all scabs. What was it? Oh, it's just ventilation purge, okay. Yeah, ultimately it's sort of a balance between they want there to be grind, and then it's just like, this is kind of miserable grind. But anyway. Yeah, the big thing they did announce that sounds cool is the Maelstrom mode. And Auric class operations. Because what that's going to add is basically adding its own little matchmaking segment that is pretty much only going to be Heresy and Damnation, but with the really crazy modifiers. And they're going to add some new modifiers with it as well. So I'm hoping what that means is they're going to probably... I'm hoping it means they're going to minimize the number of special conditions you get in general matchmaking. Because if you get like His-G on its own, like Damnation versus Damnation His-G is like... It's an entirely new difficulty, basically. Like, the difference between normal Damnation and Damnation His-G is so big that it should not be in the same matchmaking category. So I'm hoping they're gonna change that about so we get a little less of that.
Copy that. Demon House started.
Okay, there he is.
Right side.
Austin 220 engaged.
Oh shit, that's an unfortunate place for a horde to spawn. Let me in the room, please. I want to be in the room. Love me this bully club. Oh, who picked up a Grim?
We destroyed the house.
Oh no, Grim. Okay.
Someone else.
Grim's a
Get rid of it now.
You open
gotta
it and
swipe
then
it.
you can just like action it and it'll evaporate.
Open it.
I don't care either way, you just ask.
Grim's is still not worth it.
How do you action it?
Just click and hold. Like weapon fire.
Medicaid! I need Medicaid! Here's the bully healers.
No idea.
Think about killing first and surviving second, and you might make it through.
Good advice. I hope
Guess
the
it's a
others
grim
are
roll.
listening.
Oh, well.
Pretty sure it's just hold left click to drop the
Wasn't sure
Grim.
if anyone wanted them. I saw it there.
Yeah, Grims are not worth it.
Doesn't really
Sniper.
hold now.
Realistically, a Grim will get you like 1,000 dockets at the end of a mission. For this condition, we'll get like 20,000 just for clearing. So it's like 1,000 dockets at the end for gimping everyone's HP is like, yeah, dog, that's a no from me.
Yes, we let you all. Yes.
Ba 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 da. Yeah, that's still a big problem. They're still like, it's such a shame because I mean the gameplay, the visuals, the aesthetic, it's so fucking good that everyone wants to play it, but everyone keeps getting fucking annoyed by this stupid shit they're doing to try and get you to play it more, which is just like, you're getting a little counterproductive here. Oh, there's a lot of stalkers. That's a lot of stalkers. That's really bad.
Fuck. All up. Straight away.
Stalkers. Stalkers seriously need a nerf too. Heresy? If you're level 30, I think you're probably good enough to start. Probably good to go for Heresy. Whoopsies. So I don't think I've ever done this level without falling in that fucking hole. I swear to God, it happens every time. But yeah, Heresy's... So playing on Malice is pretty fucking easy, I'll be honest. Like, playing on Malice, it's like... If you got 4 people that know what they're doing, it's like one person can probably solo it. In fact, that's sort of the problem with Malice if you got 4 people that know what they're doing. One guy can pretty much kill everything easily. That's why Malice gets kind of boring very quickly. But Heresy... I'd say once you're comfortable with counterplaying a lot of the mechanics, I think that's probably the good sign to go for the higher difficulties. Knowing how to deal with... If you're still having situations where you're like, oh fuck, it's this enemy, he just kicked my ass, I don't know how to fight that enemy. You're probably gonna have a rough time on Heresy if you're still having that sort of problem. Once you feel confident in knowing how to counter all the enemies and how they work, because most enemies do have a counter. Once you understand all that, that's when that's usually the sign that you're good to try playing on higher difficulties. Do. The only ones that don't have a direct counter are Maniacs, in a sense. There are various weapons and combos that you can use to stagger them. If you don't have... If you don't have something that can specifically... There is a solo mode now, Draco, but the bots are still fucking worthless. Like the Maniacs, for example, the guys that just start swinging. You need a weapon or a combo that specifically has the ability to stun them, to really hard counter them. If you don't have that ability, you sort of just have to hold block and dodge back and hope a teammate comes to help you, or else you're just risking damage. So they're one enemy that doesn't have a direct counter, apart from having something that can actually deal with them. And then Bulwarks. Bulwarks, I'd still say are probably the most overpowered enemy in the game. Bulwarks are pretty fucking stupid. Because if you're on your own and you don't have something that can stun a Bulwark, which is a pretty short list of things that can stun a Bulwark, there is pretty much fuck all you can do. It's really fucking stupid how overpowered Bulwarks are. But other than that, pretty much every other enemy you should be able to deal with on your own. Because you go to Heresy and it's like, oh, there's one, I don't know how to dodge a trapper. It's like, you're going to be you're going to have a rough time. Or I don't know how to push a Poxhound off me, or I don't know how to line of sight the Poxhounds. That's another thing that a lot of people still don't really know. Poxhounds are busted, but if you just stay near like, a piece of physical terrain and hide behind it, they're broken in a way that helps you, because they'll just like walk, they can't jump on you. They just sort of walk up and stand there and then you can stab them. Like I said, like every sort of enemy and situation has a counter. That's just Fat Shark's design. The general mentality, I don't think it's as true for this as it was in Vermintide, but in Vermintide, the methodology is that there is never an unwinnable scenario in Vermintide, because you should always be able to, if you know what you're doing, there should always be a way to deal with everything, but of course that doesn't mean it's easy, but yeah, bolt gun and plasma guns hard counter it, yeah, exactly. Stun grenades and explosives also counter them. But like for me, the only counter I have for Bulwark right now is my charge. That's the only counter I have. None of my other weapons can knock a Bulwark shield away, so I pretty much am reliant on a teammate taking its aggro so I can hit it from behind. And I'm not against having counters that are reliant on teammates, but the Bulwark is pretty obnoxious that it has like a 270-degree block radius that blocks everything. And in addition to that, it also means if there's other enemies next to the Bulwark and you swing, your attacks can't go through the fucking Bulwark, so you can't even hit the other enemies. It's like so fucking frustrating. If you're stuck in like a clutch scenario and there's one Bulwark and there's a horde, it's like you can't do anything because you can't hit anything because the fucking Bulwark just stops every attack in its tracks. It's, yeah, Bulwarks are definitely one that needs some changes. It's fucking nuts, Bulwarks. But anyway. Oh, that's a bunch of gunners. Get that out of here. We don't want them firing. But yeah, I'd say that's the most important thing, is knowing how to deal with enemies. Knowing that if you see a bunch of ranged enemies, don't charge out into the open. Basic shit like that. If you got a grasp of the fundamentals, things like having the perfect weapon and the perfect loadout and all that shit, they matter a lot less. Realistically, understanding the enemies, understanding what counters what, and understanding the fundamentals of how to deal with shit matters so much more than everything else. Yeah, like their block radius is like 4 times the size of their shield. It's fucking stupid. Like there is no getting around them unless another teammate has their aggro. So it's like there isn't even a direct counter to them, other than having a weapon that can stagger them or having a teammate distract them, which is really fucking frustrating. Like I can do that, and this weapon has really high unyielding damage, so it fucks up bulwarks. But I can't do that again for 20 seconds, so I can't. There's not much I can do. Theoretically, when they swing and open up their shield, you're supposed to be able to hit them and stun them. That's supposed to be the counter. But they broke that on a patch like 3 patches ago. Then they fixed it in a hotfix, and I'm pretty sure they've broken it again. Because I have not been able to stun them again that way either. So it's just like that's another recurring Fat Shark problem of not handling software branches. That has been a problem since Vermintide 1. It'll be like a new patch, and then it'll bring back a bug from like 6 months ago that they'd already fixed. That is a problem that has been plaguing Fat Shark for a very long time. Wait, are you shooters? No, yeah, you are shooters. Fuck. Well. Nah, missed the head. That is desync. Thank you. Oh, fucking goddamn it. There's a maniac in there now. Let's get this fucking guy out of here. That slap, the special is supposed to be able to stun maniacs, but it doesn't always work. Yeah, that's pretty much the easy mode. Bolter and Bolter Veteran is the easy mode. Yeah, that is sort of my fault, because I went over there to check that when the plague ogre spawned, and then I didn't realize there was a bunch of fucking... Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to get that res. You're going to have to pull him away, dude.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah. The club has really good unyielding damage. That's what I like about it. Alright, that was partially my bad. I shouldn't have attacked that other patrol when the plague ogre spawned. I didn't realize there was fucking didn't realize there was a crusher and a bulwark in it.
It needs recharging.
All right.
Enemy spotted! Trappers down!
They flood from behind us.
All right. Oh, they're very satisfying weapons. Yeah, I've been saying that for...
Feel is yours, Khan.
Got ammo here, boss. Thank you.
Yeah, the bolter is easily the most powerful weapon in the game right now. It's kind of overpowered.
Blast ears.
Okay. Turned around for 1 second and it cost me.
Hot flavor.
Watch and learn.
Alright.
Over here!
The rage agents. Pressure.
Grenade time! Deploying!
Am I hearing a Hellbore? Is that a fellow Hellbore, man?
Got company.
I so rarely see Hellbore users. Hello, little horde. Ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-ba. Yeah, power sword with the CC from this club is sort of a...
Regular killing machine. That's me.
Yeah, that's the downside of it. Just be sure you're not using it shooting trash.
Rage is done. Ammo.
That's the big thing. So many veterans just shoot through all their ammo just shooting trash mobs. Please do not be that guy. No one likes that guy.
He's a gunner.
Okay, there was a hound right next to me and I couldn't even see it. These guys are all shooters. Don't want them fucking everything up. You set it to private. Do you mean solo? Do you mean solo or do you mean private? Because there's private games. Do you mean no bots? Is that what you mean? Oh, offline. Oh, I don't think there's offline. I thought you meant just like a private game.
Veggie, you heard me.
Yeah, they got private games now. I don't think they have offline games.
Space Marines are big, no? Why so?
That's what makes them
Por Atoma.
Best mod.
Contraband in here. There's a fee for carrying almost anything from one sector to another.
Fellow Hellbore user. Love to see it.
I never fall. I never win.
Where? The dogs? Man. I'm so glad they fixed the dogs and then broke them again as well. That's really great. I love that they were fixed for like a week and then they broke them again and they still haven't fixed them again. It's really cool.
Critical target. Choice is green. Return fire.
They were literally fixed for like 1 week. I love this stubber so much, dude. My life as an Ogren changed when I got this stubber that actually had some ranged accuracy. Oh, that's not good. Hey, guys. I love it. And it's pretty accurate on the hip fire as well. Ah, someone got it. Nice. Do. Yes, this is just ventilation purge. Okay. Oh boy, that's a lot of maulers. Okay, buddy, I need you to go away. See, that guy right there has zero situational awareness. These guys are not the greatest. I looked away for 1 second and I got whatever that was. I hated the high fire rate ones because they're too inaccurate to be useful, in my opinion. Because I don't shoot trash mobs, because trash mobs... I feel like there's a big disconnect between Vermintide players and this game, in that all Vermintide players know that if you're wasting ammo shooting trash mobs, you're doing shit. But it's not as big of a deal in this game, so it's like there's a bit of a disconnect there where my brain still goes, you're shooting trash mobs, how dare you? But ammo's not as scarce in this game as it was, and it's more of a mechanic in this game than it was in Vermintide, so it's not big of a deal, but... Like, in general, I'm still, your ranged weapon is for dealing with specials, elites, and shooters. Your melee weapon is for your trash. But anyway. I fully admit that is probably like a whole me thing from playing Vermintide for so long. But that's why I couldn't stand the high fire rate stubbers, because they have... The hip fire accuracy was so low that it's like, even at mid-range, like, I wouldn't be able to hit that guy very well. Unless I was like point blank with it. Yeah, exactly, and there's ammo everywhere, there's ammo crates and stuff. We've got 3 ammo crates, so I think we'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, like it's definitely a me thing. There is still an element of that where it's like, if there's no reason for you to be shooting the trash mobs, if there's already like an Ogryn with a club dealing with the melee enemies, yeah, it's still not really worth wasting ammo on it, but it's not as big of a deal. He just shot me right through a wall there. Box. How's that back right corner going for you, Chief? You mean the corner that's right next to 2 different enemy spawns? $10,000 IQ. Oh my god, dude. Why are they so salty? And why did they pick the corner right next to a bunch of enemy spawns? Like, literally, it's right next to the enemy spawn. And he stood on top of the enemy spawn. Smooth brain strats. Like, seriously, people? All three of them got in the corner and all three of them immediately downed themselves. I'm the only one up. I was the only one up. That's just like, why are you committing to such a stupid strategy? You're literally right next to an enemy spawn door to the point where they're all just swarming you the second they come out and insta-downing you. That's the strategy of a guy who brings 5 wounds to Damnation.
So you mean this corner? This corner. Yes.
So that dude's running 3 wounds on his curio, which means he's missing out on like 45% health. Yeah. There's a reason people always say don't run wounds on curios. Oh my god, that dude only did 100k deep damage. And he was playing a veteran.
No, it's time for lunch for me. Good game, guys.
Good game. Have a good one, bro.
Yeah, that other guy did well. That other guy did very well. Yeah, that Khan guy did good. But yeah, that back corner, not a good strategy. Terrible strategy. Right next to 2 enemy spawns, and there's also no cover there. Because if the boss goes ranged and you get his aggro, you want to line of sight him. Well, just remember that wounds are only useful if you're gonna go down more than once or twice between Medicays. And if you're planning to go down that many times between Medicays, yeah. Running like 1 wound isn't too bad. Like Ogryns naturally have an extra wound, just because they're big beefy boys. But like on Damnation and Heresy, you only get 2 wounds by default for the other 3 classes. So it's like running 1 wound on the other classes to get up to 3. It's not a terrible idea. But that guy had 3 wounds. Because he had 5, so he had a total of 5. So that means he's running 3 wounds on his curios. Which means he's missing out on like 14% toughness, 20% max health, 15% toughness. So it's just like you were straight up increasing your chance of going down for the trade-off of being able to go down more often, which is like, yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that, dog. 1 wound at most on Heresy or Damnation. And even then, only if you're not on an Ogryn. Because, like, being able to pump up your health and toughness is way more important.
Let me know.
But anyway. That was hardly the worst match I've had, and that was fine. Yeah, it looks like it gives you more health, but it doesn't. It just means when you go down, you get less corruption. Just like I said, it's like it only benefits you if you're going down repeatedly. And if you're going down repeatedly, you got other problems going on. Going down like once or twice is one thing, but like if you're going down enough that you need to be running more than 1 wound, if you're going down that often, yeah, you should not be on that difficulty is the bottom line.
We may proceed whenever you are ready.
Seems like all of them right now. I've just got, oh, that bug again. Welcome to the best mod. You know what this mod does? You flick it on and off and it gets rid of that dot next to the cosmetic that's a bug. That's what it does. That's the mod. That's the entirety of that mod. Is it just gets rid of that 1 bug. That Fat Chuck can't fix. That's all it does. Fat Chuck Games!
Who am I to say?
Well, you also get you also have higher wounds at low level as well, so in general, they're not all that useful.
I will be here upon your return.
Alright. Psyker especially, it's not too bad to only have 1 wound, because you have pretty low health and toughness on her. Psycho. It's pretty low.
Next stop.
They're definitely the squishiest class.
We're giving the heretics some crooked intel to get them chasing shit.
Oh, but a bap, bap, boop,
Security's
bap.
tight, but not too tight. Use your servo scope to sniff out today's cipher idents. The rest of it's pretty simple. Get in, upload the data, get out, get drunk.
Are we allowed to get drunk? Technically, we're still convicts, aren't we? Oh, okay. We joined some shit, it seems. Oh, I got Demos on. Oh, okay. That's right. Ventilation? Oh, sniper gauntlet. Okay. Alright, let's get away from the bridge. Even with the demos, I found that just brain burst spam is still my best monstrosity damage on this. I can't see the goddamn shooters because it's ventilation purge. Alright. Dang ventilation purge. See, that guy knows. He dodge danced that plague ogre and took almost no damage that whole time. That's a guy who knows what he's doing. Because monsters in general, realistically, they're actually a pretty low threat. It's all the other shit around the monstrosity that usually fucks you up. That's why I was trying to take out all the specials and the shooters and shit instead of trying to kill the plague ogre. Which is also because I have pretty shit boss damage. All these dread gunners on and shooters on ventilation purge is mean. It's very mean, and I feel personally attacked. Nah, that's not enough for that. Well, I am, unless a teammate decides to come and help me at some point, I'm probably fucked here. Yeah, no one came to help me. Like, there's nothing I can do against 3 bulwarks, because even if one of them did open up, I just hit the other one's shield. That's what I mean by they're fucking stupid, because there's no... Unless you have something that can stun them, there's basically nothing I can do. My only counterplay is to brain burst them, but I can't brain burst them while that's going on. Bitch! There was 3 bulwarks, not 2. Like, that's the situation I mean, where it's like, their freaking block angle is so wide that it's like nothing I can do can hit them because there's 3 of them. Even if I did counterplay one of them, I can't hit because the other 2 will still be blocking the shot. I have no idea where they are. Which is why literally all I could do there was hold block and hope a teammate came to help. When it looked like no one was coming, I was like, okay, I'll take some Hail Marys at it, but that's it's never gonna go well. Yeah. It's just a problem with their design in general. Bulwarks and Stalkers are easily the most overpowered. These guys right here, these are Stalkers. Because they're a ranged enemy that fires in bursts. They fire a triple shot instead of just a normal shot. So they have a way higher range damage output. And in addition to that, they're the only ranged enemy that is not marked by the Veteran's Counterfire skill. For no particular reason. So not only are they the most dangerous ranged shooter enemy, they're also the one that specifically counters the counter to ranged enemy shooters for no reason. Like trappers and snipers and pox bursters these days, they're pretty balanced except for the server lag is really making them fucked up right now. When we don't have to deal with the server lag, they're fine. Woo. Poxhounds, well, when they were fixed, they were pretty much okay again, but now they're broken again.
This is our path.
I still think that flamers and bombers, their flames shouldn't... I feel like the flames shouldn't one-shot your toughness. I feel like that's probably a little unnecessary, but they're not too bad.
Yes, well done, you hit it again.
And the Chaos Spawn could probably use an easier to hit weak spot.
Yes, blow through me.
Because in addition to having a much more brutal attack pattern and the ability... Fucking... Because with the server desync now, the sniper hit comes in before the sound cue. Like you can go back and watch, play back the tape on that. The damage and the hit comes before the sound cue a lot of the time now, which is fucking just bullshit. It's the same thing with pox bursters, and even pushing pox hounds and dodging scab trappers. With the server latency now, it's become counterplaying those has become a lot more of a dice roll based on the fucking server lag since they added crossplay. Yeah. They do a lot of good shit, but they do a lot of stupid shit as well.
Keep moving. You've a way to go next.
Nah, I gotta run the left way. But still, the art design team, sound design team, Jess Bakide with the music, just... chef's kiss. Uh-oh, more snipers. I can't see, so I'm just shooting. Because it's ventilation purge. Honestly, taking the Void Strike... If I'd known it was ventilation purge, I probably would have done the Surge Strike setup, not the Void Strike setup. Just because I can't see, so it makes the Void Strike a lot less effective. Thank you, health bars mod. Oh, thank you, veteran. I don't run that perk, but on this fucking modifier, that perk is the fucking goat, man. Highlighting for allies. It's more mismanagement than anything. Like, a lot of the bugs and shit, like I said, they have terrible branch management. And I think a lot of that does lead to a lot of systemic problems that slow down their production times. Splitting this production between here and Vermintide 2 as well is probably not helping. Because Vermintide 2 just released 3 new maps that are based on the Vermintide 1 DLC, which I still haven't played. And the fucking Karak Ascaraz was some of my favorite fucking missions, so... It's a lot of just... It feels more like mismanagement than, poor design, honestly. And definitely a lot of, squandered potential. Another sniper spawn. Hi there. I can't see anything. I'm literally just shooting into the blackness. Because I know from playing this level enough times, I know what's down there, so I'm just sort of fucking shooting and hoping for the best. See, the push attack on the Force Swords can counter maniacs. Horde of enemies pushing in a straight direction against the Void Strike. Easy peasy. Can someone please hit... Bada shawing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still playable. Like, it's not... It needs a lot of work to be really good, but it's like, it's still fucking enjoyable. I'm still having fun. Okay, yeah, I don't have enough for that. Oh. Where did that crusher come from? Am I the only one? Where did that crusher... Was he above... Oh, he must have jumped down. I was so confused. Because I got the Demo Sword. So the Demo Sword has a crazy single target combo with this. And I've got force blocking, so I can block ranged attacks with it.
Auspexes activated.
But there's the Demos and then there's the Elise Force Sword, both of which are fucking amazing. Playable for me. Yes, alright, playable for me. I guess I just love Warhammer 40k way more than you because I'm just a way bigger 40k enjoyer than you. And I know so much more about the lore than you do.
That's a scan for the trouble.
Oh, this is gonna be rough. Oh, this is gonna be so rough. Oh no. A sniper spawn in this area with fucking ventilation purge? This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be so fucking bad. Yeah, I'm kind of with the ogre and hang out over here. All right, we haven't hit the button yet. Yeah, buddy, that's why we didn't stay over there. There was a reason we didn't stay there, buddy. That's it. That's the reason. Gotta do the classic Psycho meme.
I'm not dead. I'll bet the water cartel made easy prey. So much rivalry within.
The cartel was complacent.
Well, yeah, that too.
And they paid.
Lesser minds often make elementary mistakes.
Yeah, like I'm up. It used to be like 40 ping. It's climbing up to 60 these days. Part of it feels like they're downsizing the servers. Part of it feels like it's a consequence of crossplay. There's also the Xbox release coming up, so I don't know if they put in some code to matchmake with Xbox that's slowing it down, but the servers are running pretty shit right now. I've even been getting rubber banding here and there, which is really bad. Because Vermintide was host-based. This game is server-based. So it's a lot of very different problems.
It's a long way down.
That's the end of the age.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
I concur.
Get off the bridge, get off the bridge. Are we going back or forwards? Go back? Fine by me. Whatever, as long as we're not on the bridge. Steve-O's gonna stay on the bridge. I'll give it 10 seconds before he's flung off.
So many voices! Take a tactical approach! Hit him from the eye!
How much damage did I do?
I suspect
That's not bad boss damage, honestly. I've toyed around with a few different things. The Demos damage doesn't seem to be as good as the Brain Burst. It's also a lot more dangerous. If you get, I think what I found out was if I hit the head, if I can hit the weak spot, the Demos does better damage. But that's a lot dicier to do on most of the. bosses outside of the Beast of Nurgle. There's also the force attack with it, but Hellboy, that's a lot of rages. See, that got the same idea. That is the demos right there. That's what the demo does. The demo. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it, part of it is that this is the first time they've done server based, so it's possibly just a learning curve with them figuring out server architecture, but yeah, I don't know. Oh god, another sniper spawn. Don't like it.
This will be challenging.
You're here. Time to put that sniper ident to work.
Yeah, and that server, the server lag's not helping the hit reg either. Would have been nice to clear the horde before we started that, guys, but alright.
Just doing my duty.
Yeah, well. Oh, what? Okay. I was at 100 after, but sure. That should not have blown me up, but okay. Oh. I'm also off all my cold meds, so I'm still a bit congested now.
In the strongest possible terms, help! Hold on, sibling.
Yeah, definitely would have been smarter to clear all of that before we ran up here and did this objective, but okay, sure, guys, whatever. Because technically I'm not supposed to explode if I'm not at 100 when I fire, but I don't know. Another thing that's been getting a bit wonky lately.
Data stream. Acceptable quality.
Held it! What else did you expect?
Interrogator not responding. Manual override required. Do not disrupt the flow of data again.
Boils with fury!
Ugh. Says, yeah, the demo sword, it doesn't do horde clear well. Which is why it pairs well with the Void Strike. It's good at killing elites, okay at killing monstrosities, not good at horde. Void Strike's the opposite. Great at killing hordes, great at killing range and counterfiring. Okay at elites, but useless against monsters. So it sort of pairs well. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, but yeah, speaking of D&D campaigns, like I said, I was chatting with my old guildies about starting a D&D campaign. I would end up being the DM, which would be interesting. But yeah, we're gonna... I made a little Google form, and we'll see how many people in the old guild are interested in that idea.
You need to heal better.
You interrupted my For the Emperor. I can't believe it. Horde clear.
Thank you, sibling.
I can only imagine you attempted random inputs until it worked. But it is now.
Look at this. Easy mode. See, I didn't blow up that time. That's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, it can get a bit weird. Yeah, this is a pretty boring finale. And this is where it all goes to shit because there's a big spawn of elites and specials all of a sudden here. And you get a lot of people to stick around and then half the people leave and that's when it all goes to shit. There we go. Yeah, someone else rides the bod. Oh yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, but right now we're just sort of gauging interest. Ah, yes, that whole 1,300 credits compared to the 28,000 we got for clearing. We got an extra 2,000 credits from the scriptures. Well worth it. Yeah, it'll be interesting, but we'll see if anyone's even interested first. It's also an Elder Scrolls guild, so this is my old Elder Scrolls Online guild, so we want to see what they do. Because if I was gonna run it, I probably would want to run it in Exandria just because I've watched a lot of Critical Role and it's the world I'm the most familiar with. So, but they might want to do Tamriel, which I'd also be okay with because I'm pretty familiar with Tamriel. But that also means there'll be a lot of fudging around and homebrew stuff to get everything working for Exandria, also not for Tamriel over normal D&D. So it's like, don't know. Just come to think of it, do I really want to Slaughterer on that? Because I don't use it for Horde Clear. That's when I was still trying to use it for Horde Clear.
Allow me to maximize the combat potential of your armaments.
What else do I have that I could run? I don't think it has a high crit chance. Because I'm running unarmored enemies on it just to help its Horde Clear a little bit, but no, I probably would just want to run that. Because what else is there? Crit chance on chained hit. Quell peril. Precognition is a very good perk. Nah, rending would probably be what I'd run if I had another one. Because then I can deal with armor easier. Don't have that blessing just yet though. Alright, look how much fucking plasteel I got these days. That's what happens when you start running on Damnation. You're just swimming in the materials. Okay, I'll go back to the Elise. The Elise and the Shock Staff is my favorite combo. So we still got to complete quite a few missions on him. I think there was a couple more on Sult as well. See how many more I need to do on my Zealot. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 also just came out. Considering playing it, but I don't know all that much about the D&D universe, so yeah, I don't know. Also want to see what sort of story they'd be interested in as well if I do run it. Because I have a few adventure books, so
Highlight of my day.
I've got the Feywild one, I've got the Critical Role ones, I've got the Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, so I got like a horror one. What other ones do I have? I've got. No, yeah, those are the only ones I've got. The other ones I've got are the like one-shot ones. Like Tales from the Yawning Portal, Candlekeep Mysteries. What's the other one? Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide. So they're like sort of one-shotty ones.
Don't let us down.
Greetings, operative.
Yeah, it could go well. It wouldn't be too bad. Like, it'd just be... Because, I mean, you got some easy ones. You can make Argonians the lizard folk. I can make, like... Bretons can be, like, half-elves. You know, like, it wouldn't be too bad to move it across. Because the other thing is, since it's ESO, I'd also want to take, like, some of the ESO classes and sort of make them a thing. Like, it's... I could make it happen, it's just like, it's one of those things where it adds extra work if I have to... If I gotta convert it all across, so I'm just like... Yeah, that's why I made like a little Google form for him. I'm just like, what world would you be happy with, sort of? How many players would you be happy with? Do you want to do it over Discord? Do you want to go use D&D Beyond? Like, I just had a bunch of those sort of questions. Because before I commit to anything, I want an idea of how complicated it's going to be to run it. Is the bottom line. Because if it gets too complicated, I'm like, I don't know. It's gonna get weird for me for a first time attempting it. We'll see. Maybe I'll play that.
Behold, sinners! What does I know toil to be so industrious?
Cowboy Zealot, yeah! Cowboy Zealot is best zealot. Yeah! These guys are the stalkers I was talking about. Look at how fast they shoot and how fast they annihilate your toughness. Like, look at that. I'm already gone. Like, they are... That was 100% of that damage was from those stalkers. They are way too powerful for just a generic enemy.
Can you not hear me?
They also spawn in patrols and packs like that, which does not help. Well. Oh, this is History. Welcome to History. Where you get three poxbursters and 3 poxhounds all in a pile. Didn't realize it was History.
You are kind, but
This is what I mean by it really should not be a condition that just shows up in general quick play. Because that shit is like so much more difficult than standard Damnation. And given that low intensity is also a modifier, it's like compare low intensity with high intensity shock gauntlet, and it's just like, why in the fuck are these two in the same matchmaking category? Like, it's nuts. Like, that should not be in the same category. Oh god, oh, look at all these stalkers. Oh, okay, there we go. My dodge went for a single inch. Whew. But yeah, it's time for some history, baby. You never go into history expecting a clear. You go into a history expecting to get fucked. This revolver's gonna get some serious work. Oh shit, I don't have any grenades because I got downed. Cowboy Zealot, yeah! That's why I love the revolver. How are we doing with shooters? Okay. Oh god, he's pushing ahead. I mean, I'll take it if you don't want it. I pinged it for you like 6 times. The revolver has much better ammo sustain, so... Well, I mean, it has good ammo sustain in the sense that I don't use it much. Woo! Woo! Fucking history, baby! Snort some cocaine and wake the fuck up. We're doing a history. at all this shit. God dang it. What I really need is some counterfires, because that's the one thing the revolver doesn't do well, because it's got 5 shots. Great at taking out specialists and elites. Not enough bullets in not enough bullets in its 5-round mag to deal with a whole bunch of shooters. Oh, for fuck's sake. No sound on that hound, by the way. No sound until he jumped. That's gonna kill me. Nope. Hiss G, baby! Let's go! Okay, luckily I got grenades this time. Couldn't get... Hiss G! It's beautiful, unrelenting hellspawn of chaos. That's Hiss G, baby. That's Hiss G. And that's the revolver right there. It's basically the sniper rifle of this game. The revolver. It really is. It's like the most accurate, highest damage, long-range weapon that you want to hit heads with. I'll take that. Woo-wee! That guy really needs to stop rushing. This is Hiss G. As much as I love rushing, in Hiss G, that's pretty much the quickest way to get yourself killed, given how dense some of these fucking spawns can be. That was 3 gunners in 1. Hiss G! He's at like 2 HP. Fuck me. Get me the fuck out of there. I cannot see the bomber. Hiss G! I'm almost out of ammo already. Oh my god. Anyone got a line of coke? I feel like I need it. Oh, thank god. Now we throw a chaos spawn into the mix. That's Hiss G, baby! That's Hiss G right there. You know what? Why don't we add a chaos spawn in there? Let's go. Spice things up a little. It wouldn't be Hiss G. I thought I was still grabbed, honestly, but for a second there. Get him out of there. Hiss G, baby! That's history, baby. That's some damn good history. Let's go. Yeah, what do you think we were trying to do? Wait, what do you think we were trying to do there? We were trying to pull back. I got cornered by the chaos spawn, so all I could really do was try and tank the chaos spawn away from him, but then everyone went down, so I'm like, well shit, I guess I gotta go over there and try and help them with the chaos spawn on my ass, which was yeah, not gonna go well. But yeah, that's his G right there, man. That's this game at its most fun. Absolute fucking chaos. Yeah, I was gonna do a one-shot first up to see how it goes. That would have been the plan. I think I've already got the story I'd want to do. It's one of the ones out of Candlekeep Mysteries. Because it seems like it'd be a fun starting one. Oh no, that's a milk box one. Yeah, that's not worth it for milk box. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. What was it? What was the other one you gotta do? Kill dregs with melee. Yeah, that'll just happen. Woo wee! There's a lot of fun weapons I can use. I mean, I love the revolvers so much. Cowboy Zealot's just chef's kiss. I love Cowboy Zealot. Fuck around with the hammer again. Hammer's pretty fun. The trauma gun. This is still not very good, honestly. It just feels like a weaker version of the Thunder Hammer, basically. Yeah, I don't like the axe build. Bleed build I didn't find all that fun. Eviscerator still is just okay. Play with the chainsword again. I still need to get some better rolls. I still only got a rank 2 power blessing on fucking hammer. I never seem to have any luck with the Thunder Hammer blessings.
My service is fulfillment.
Yeah, nothing. Bipkiss. Bipkiss. Because yeah, like right now, yeah, it's history, high intensity, and then normal. Those are the 3 options right now for Damnation. It's like, that compared to that is such a wild stretch in difficulty. It's like an entire another difficulty. So what they're adding is called Maelstrom, which is like its own subsection of quick play where it only has these crazy modifiers. So I'm hoping that means we're going to get less of this stuff in normal quick play, because then the people that want this shit like me, we can go and queue for it specifically instead of having to just risk getting people that are simply not ready for that sort of thing. Like, I mean, that group was fine. There was nothing wrong with that group. That one guy who kept going, pushing really far ahead and aggroing everything made it a bit more difficult than it needed to be. Because with its history, basically you don't want to pull anything until you've dealt with what you've already got, or else it's going to go bad real quick like it did there. But, I mean, all in all, everyone played well there. It's just, history is just brutal, man. History is just brutal. When you throw a chaos spawn in the mix while you're dealing with everything else, it's like, whoo! Well, there we go. More server problems. Do dee ba dee do do. There's a lot of cool ones in Tales from the Yawning Portal as well. Where is... Yeah, A Deep and Creeping Darkness. This was the one I was thinking of running. Because it'll be a fun, simple little one-shot. Little bit spooky. A little bit mystery. Should be a fun one. It's also designed for level 4. Because I'd probably start at level 4. Level 3 or 4. So I've said that before, I sort of feel like levels 1 and 2 are a bit boring. I like the idea of starting at level 4, because that means they've all got their subclass, and they've all got an option to take an extra feat if they want. So they can be at least a little more confident in feeling like they've got a well fleshed out character. Whereas if you start at level 1, you sort of just got your basic shit.
I don't care where you came from. Today you're soldiers.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Hi, shooters. Oh boy. Yeah, Finurgle. How you gonna be all Finurgle when you don't have a head, bitch?
The hub won't be sealed. Maybe there be danger within.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, level 1 and 2 feels like it's for people who've never played it before, and they need and they're maybe not the most used to playing that sort of game. That's what level 1 and 2 feels like. Yeah, I like the idea of starting at level 4, just because then you've already picked out your subclass, you've already picked out, you know, your level 4 where you pick your you can pick a stat increase or you can pick a feat. Like, I'd probably just give them 1 feat at the base level in general, because just playing with looking at all the characters I've made, I'm like, I really would love to just have 1 feat that I could pick that would just match the character to start with. Because, like, there's one of my characters who's... Oh, boy. It's getting lit. He's my psionic warrior, but he had, like, a whole... Oh, my God, yeah. This is why... That right there is why Zealot Grenades are god tier. Although that fucking Bulwark blocking all of my left swings is exactly why I was saying Bulwarks are fucking broken. If you didn't see then, that Bulwark blocked every single one of those swings that went to the left. Even though I wasn't even aiming at him. So half of those attacks just didn't even hit because fucking Bulwarks are stupid. Yeah, I like the idea of just having giving the characters 1 free feat at level 1 just to start with.
That was a slaughter.
Yeah, that's the Zealot stun grenades, bro. They are fucking mixed horde. You stun them. That's the best thing about them. Yeah, I love the idea of starting with a feat because there's like a lot of characters that I feel like it really helps add a bit of depth to their backstory. There was one character that I talked about whose backstory was he was like an apprentice mage. Like he was an ordinary kid. He went studied at a university for the arcane and whatnot. But then one of his classmates decided to go on a cheeky little adventure to the Astral Sea. But then when they went there, they got attacked by Githyanki's. And he had to stay back and protect them so they could get out of there. But in doing so, he got himself trapped there. And he was enslaved by the Githyanki for 42 years. Because you don't age in the Astral Sea. Before he finally made his way back. And that's how he became a really powerful psionic warrior. And he had there's a whole story about his shit. But he had all of that going on. But since he's a psionic warrior, he couldn't really, like, you couldn't build much of the stuff for, because I wanted him to be, he's supposed to be a smart guy. Like, he's supposed to be, as a character, he's supposed to still be very knowledgeable about the arcane. And he's, like, supposed to have a lot of that sort of knowledge. But since he's a psionic warrior, he can't really build any of that into there. But there's a lot of feats that are really good for that. Because there's like the telekinetic and telepathic feats that both pair well with his story. There's the skill expert, which he would take to give himself expertise in Arcana, so he's appropriately knowledgeable about Arcana, which he should be, because he's, you know, he's a smart, studied magical student. He's not just a general warrior. And at some point, he probably would even multi-class into wizard, because I've looked at it. Psionic warrior multi-class into blade dancer wizard is fucking broken. You could get to an AC of like 27. I did the math. You could get to an AC of 27. That shit would be so fucking strong. You'd have to be like level 20 for it, but you could be a warrior with 27 AC and a movement speed of like 120. Advantage on dex saves, advantage on concentration checks to maintain haste. Warriors also are proficient in they're also proficient in constitution saves as well, so it's like you'd have like a +5 or a +8 or whatever, and advantage on the concentration check to maintain that haste. It's like, oh my god, it would be really fucking broken. Yeah, it'd be level 4, level 3. That's where I'd be starting at. But anyway, yeah, that's just what I'm saying, because it feels like I love the feat system because it gives you a better option to customize your character to sort of, because in a way a lot of the, god damn it, he didn't push it. A lot of the classes and subclasses don't allow for that sort of like interesting variation within the character's story to translate to an actual gameplay ability. But that's what I love about the feats, because a lot of the feats give you that ability to sort of give that character some flavor that matches your backstory. That's why I'd probably give him a free feat. Because that character I was describing, he'd probably take skill expert as his base feat, because then he can get proficiency in history because he's a book nerd, and he can get expertise in Arcana, which would mean he would be double proficiency on Arcana checks, which would match his super nerdy arcane history. And it wouldn't be a game breaking or anything. It would just be more of a thing. More of a thing to match his backstory. The only stipulation I would put on it is I'd want them to explain to me how that's relevant to the character, and they didn't all just pick Fey Touched and Eldritch Touch, or Fey Touched and Shadow Touch because it gives you the best benefits. I'd want an explanation as to why that matches the character if I was gonna let him do it. But anyway, these are just thoughts that have been rolling around in my head since I came up with the idea of trying to start that campaign. Oh look, there's another bulwark, so I couldn't hit the other one. See, it didn't stun him. So yeah, it's definitely busted. There we go, that one stunned him. Still didn't hit him, still didn't stun him. That's what I mean. That's supposed to be the counter to him, and it doesn't work half the time. Well, if you're level 20, how often are you fighting a single entity with one attack, though? That's my question. My level 20 subclass would have 4 attacks, well, 3 attacks, a hasted action, a bonus action. He would have the ability to fly, and in doing so, he would give himself a flying speed of 400 feet per round. A flying speed of 400 feet per round. 400 feet per round. He could run faster than a dimension door if he dashed. He could theoretically run like he could theoretically run like 800 feet in 6 seconds. It would be fucking ridiculous. But anyway, that was just really fun. I was just looking at that. Because I was looking at wizard subclasses and I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling a lot of these subclasses. But then I saw Blade Dancer and I'm like, I don't really like Blade Dancer as like a wizard only class, but it's like for a multi-class option, go and look up right now, because at level 3 you get your Blade Dance. Just look at that. If you go 3 levels into wizard and you multi-class from like a barbarian or something, holy shit, that is busted. What you can do with that Blade Dance. And you'd also get like level 1 spells like Mirror Image and Blur. So you can make yourself even fucking tankier. Like, it is ridiculous.
Machine Whisperer Penance.
Because it's so nuts. Because it's like, you get to add your intelligence modifier to your AC. Your movement speed increases by 10. You get advantage on concentration checks to maintain spells. And there's something else. But yeah, it's really fucking... It is really strong for a martial class. I should really stop talking about D&D so much when I'm playing Damnation. But anyway. Okay. Welcome to rubber banding, and remember when I was just talking about rubber banding in the Servades thing? There you go. And how it makes countering some enemies not possible. There it is. I dodged that mutant. He didn't even come close to hitting me. But then it's like, nah. Now, where's that sniper? But anyway. Odds are that campaign probably won't ever happen, because I don't know if anyone's even going to be receptive to the idea, but hey, it's fun to think about. Okay, they are shooting some specials. So I was gonna say, Jesus, I feel like I'm doing a lot of it. All right. And realistically, Draco, if you're fighting a lone non-mortal humanoid, if you're playing a monk, you're good, because you can just stun lock him permanently anyway. Like, you don't need a subclass for that, you just need a monk. Fucking dodged it again, but yeah. Missed the head.
There be much wisdom in Gulliman's Codex Astartes, even for mere mortals. Gulliman selflessly
I mean, sure.
power that the Imperium should prosper. Show off.
Need a self.
Redemption claims ye!
Dang shooters. Get out of here with your shit. No one getting the power cell? Huh? Anyway, I'm still fine, even though I barely been paying attention. Oh, tell me this about 40k, Lord Draco. Is Scabs and Dreg like an actual thing, or is that just something for this game? Because it's something that they're like, it's important in this game, but there's never really a definition of what it is. You just sort of have to figure it out. Hey, buddy, show me that head. Is that 2 crushes? Oh, it's 2 crushes. Oh, no, it's hyper-condensed 6 crushes. Okay, well, there we go. Never mind, it's 6 of them hyper-compressed together. Thanks, Fat Shark. And a hound that jumps right through them all. Okay. That was some shit. Yeah, guys, someone needs to kill the shooters. The trash ain't much of a problem. Those shooters are.
I don't know if there's any heals left if someone needs it. There might be one left on it.
Well, there should be one left because I didn't take one.
Dog.
Thank you for your flawless movement physics. It makes it real easy to target you.
Eyes open! Don't let those carpers get the drop on you.
Yeah, that's where the heavy sword struggles. On enemies like that, its damage is not the best. But that's why you got the revolver.
You're leaving the subrails now. That supply track will lead you straight to the Lotus drop.
No, you don't. Okay, I was just gonna wait for all the shooters to come up here, but alright. That's a lot of stalkers. That's a lot of stalkers! Oh, right. Fucking bitch out of here. Fucking stalkers out of here, because they are what will fuck everyone up. Thank God I had one bullet left.
Room for improvement, priest.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, okay. So that is the actual differentiation. Yeah, because the guys in yellow are those guys are scabs. The guys in the armor. The Mobian 6 are the guys with the oh shit. Oh no. The guys with the night vision goggles. And then, yeah, all the guys in yellow and the trash mobs that aren't just zombies are considered the dregs, so. Whoa, that is a fucking... Oh, well, I'm dead anyway. Fuck it! Should have dropped a grenade. That would have been smarter.
Down.
That's just a fuck ton of shooters.
2 or 3 Reapers there. Watch out, dude.
I was trying to push him to stop them shooting, but there's way too many. Ugh. Not the smartest call on my part, but anyway.
Grab this healing priest.
Last down.
We shall strive, of course. But where...
Don't know what you mean.
Oh, guessing appeal in the garden. Well, yeah. Well, that's sort of what it seems like. All the the ones that are considered scabs are all in the flak armor, and they've all got.
Can we drop the ammo?
Yep.
Veteran, claim this ammunition as thine.
I mean, yeah. I mean, just look at the OG Ranger subclass. Yikes.
You might covet this ammunition,
Recon las gun players. That fire rate is what makes the bolter OP. You guys really need to back up out of the shooter's range. Okay, at least this guy's enough brain cells to target the shooters instead of the trash mobs. was checking something. Yeah. Hey! Kill them first before you try and pick up, dude.
The Emperor protects.
All right.
What unfathomable might has the master of mankind? A million worlds beneath his banner.
Don't think.
Also gonna have to figure out how to play it over how playing over Discord would work.
Always leave him in worse shape than
'Cause that's another whole thing.
For the god Emperor! Redemption is at hand!
This is my favorite thing to do. Oh, I got its toes!
Indeed. Fret ye not, the trapper is dead. Baratoma!
Yeah, I've got like, I think I have 2 fun clerics lined up. One is incredibly creepy and fucked up. One's just kind of cool. I don't know if I'd play the incredibly fucked up one. That would probably need to be a darker campaign, because that character is all kinds of fucked up. But to be fair, to be a blood cleric, you kind of have to be a little fucked up. Oh, it was way more bullets than I was hoping it would be. Da 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 da. Oh, to just be hacking my way through a horde, living that zealot life. Really need an opportunity to take out those shooters, but not getting it because I know I have to reload as well. So I've only got 1 round in the chamber right now. How we doing, lads? You got them all moved? Excellent. Mm-hmm. Oh god, are they not clearing? Oh no. Oh no, they are. They're just doing it slow. Okay.
Cover me, my kindred. Medipack down.
Do do do. Clap.
Vacuum capsule. All hail God Emperor! Medipack time.
Looks like you did it.
Sick, good game.
Moro owes me a drink.
Redemption claims ye!
For the master of mankind!
Redemption in the hand!
A righteous strike!
Woo!
GG all.
Oh wow, I did a lot of damage. I did a lot of damage and I killed a lot of elites considering I was barely paying attention. Oh. Oh. So yeah, blood clerics from the Taldore campaign got a fucking... It can do some fucked up shit, so I had to make a fucked up character for it. Where is it? Channel Divinity Blood Puppet. At 6th level, you can use your Channel Divinity to briefly control a creature's actions, whether living or dead. As an action, you can target a large or smaller corpse, or corpse within 60 feet of you that has blood. They must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed. An unconscious creature automatically fails and isn't incapacitated while you control its actions. A corpse targeted by this effect gains a semblance of life that you control. On the affected creature or animated corpse, you can command it to move half its speed and use an action to interact with an object, make an attack, or do nothing. So you can literally avatar blood puppet people and corpses. It's fucking so creepy. I love it. You can sacrifice a portion of your own vitality to recover expended spell slots. Take 1d8 necrotic damage for each spell slot recovered, which can't be reduced. So you can literally, like, cut yourself to give yourself more spell slots. As an action, you gain the ability to make physical wounds you deal out to bleed profusely. When you hit with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage. Oh, and the fucked up one. Vascular Corruption Aura. At 17th level, you can use your action to emit a deathly aura of necrotic energy that causes the veins of nearby foes to burst and bleed. For 1 minute, any hostile creature with blood that moves within 30 feet of you takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and if it regains hit points, it only regains half of the hit points it expected. It can do some fucked up shit. Oh, when you cast a damage dealing spell of 1st level or higher, any creature with blood takes extra necrotic damage equal to 2 plus the spell's level. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I love it. And the other one is the Moon Domain. The Moon Domain's really cool. I like the Moon Domain. That's the other character I made. And I think there's a Blood Wizard as well. Yeah, Blood Wizard. Blood Magic Wizard. Blood Magic Wizard's even more fucked up. Whenever your current hit points are below maximum, you can use your own body as an arcane focus. Additionally, when you cast a spell that requires a material component with a cost, you can forego the component by taking 1d8 necrotic damage per 50 gold point of the gold cost. That's fucked up. Then there's a druid one that's even fucking scarier. I definitely want to make a druid one because there's so many fun broken ways you can do, fun broken things you can do with this. Oh yeah, at 10th level, the creatures you conjure are malformed and bloated with toxins. Any beast or plant summoned or created by your spells gains the following traits. Immunity to necrotic and poison damage. When the creature is reduced to 0 hit points, it explodes in a burst of toxic mulch or fetid viscera. Each creature within 5 feet of the exploded creature must succeed on a constitution save. So you could use, like, conjure woodland beings to summon a bunch of bats, swarm them over to them, and then just blow up the bats on top of them. And make it, like, spew necrotic energy all over them. Like...
If you must, I suppose.
It's fucked up, and I love it. I think there's one where you can... Yeah, when a creature dies within this, within your Defile ground, you can summon a blighted sapling within the corpse. So when something dies near you, you can resummon them as like a corrupted monster. It's like, God fucking damn. It's a fucked up druid, man. It's a fucked up druid. I love it. And I think I told you about the College of Tragedy for the Bard, which sounds so fun. That's another one I want to do, just because it sounds so fucking stupid. If a target fails to save or roll Bardic Inspiration, the target takes psychic damage equal to the result and is plagued with regret for 1 minute. If they're reduced to 0 hit points during this time and can speak, they are magically compelled to utter darkly poetic final words before succumbing to their injuries. It's got so many goofy things like that in it. I love it so much. You can touch a willing creature as an action and empower it with tragic heroism. For 1 minute, the creature is surrounded by mournful music and ghostly singing. And it gets a whole bunch of buffs, but when the effect ends, the creature immediately drops to 0 hit points and is dying. Oh, it's such a fun fucking class. Anyway, getting distracted. There's some really fun subclasses in the Taldora campaign guide. I love it. I love it. Alright. What contracts would we still have?
I am a lodestone for...
I think all of the contracts I have left are just complete missions, so...
Glad to see you're still breathing.
Should we mix it up? Use a different weapon? Let's go play some Psych. We've done a few rounds of Zealot now. Let's go play a few more rounds. Let's go play another round or two of Psycho. Well, sleepy girl. They could accidentally end the world. Well. Little extreme there. A little extreme. Actually, there's
when you'd stop by.
there's a magical item I love as well. Oh, there's also some really cool feats as well in this one. But hang on, where's the... Here it is. The Doublet of Dramatic Demise. This striking satin jacket allows you to make the most of your dying moments. When you drop to 0 hit points while wearing this doublet, you do not fall unconscious. Instead, you are incapacitated and your speed becomes 0. But you can speak and communicate. You make death saving throws as normal, but if you roll a 1 on the d20, you swoon with a loud gasp and die instantly. I love stupid magic items. They're my favorite. It's my favorite thing about reading through some of the shit in those books is some of the stupid magic items. Oh, well, yeah, that's not great. Because then what is that? There's a bag of teeth in one of them that I love as well. There's a couple of items. I'm looking through it. There's a few items that I'm just like, God, that sounds like so much fun to give to players and see what happens. One of them is this bag of teeth. It's a bag of teeth, and if you roll a, I think it's a d20, and then you pull out a random tooth, and some of them do. You either stick it in yourself and get a benefit, or you plant it and something grows. And it is just chaos incarnate. It can do so many fucking stupid things, and I love it. Because I think like one of them is like one of them is like if you one of them is if you choose to implant the tooth. Oh, it's history. Fuck. If you choose to implant the tooth in yourself, you can cast the Revivify spell up to 5 times on yourself or another player. Because it's the tooth of a cat, so it gives you, or 9 times, it gives you 9 lives, literally. So you can cast Revivify spell for free up to 9 times. But if you choose to plant it in the ground, it just spawns 9 cats. And the cats just sit there. They're just cats. I love it so much. It's so fucking stupid. I love that shit.
Good. A healing station.
And then there's another one that's like, if you choose to implant implant it in your own mouth, you gain double damage to structures. But every time you take damage, you have to roll a wisdom save or you can accidentally attack your own allies. But if you choose to plant it, you summon a Tarask for 1d4 rounds. You know, like the biggest, most dangerous creature in the game. I just love the idea of just randomly, I'm gonna put, let's just do this, and then all of a sudden, a Tarask just spawns, just because why not? It's so fucking stupid. I love that item so much. The goofy items are always the best, man. Goofy magic items are always the best. Oh, right, I'm on Elise sword now. Meet the Elise sword compared to the Demos. This is what the Elise sword does. It just literally carves through entire hordes. That's what it does.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, the Surge Staff can only hit 6 enemies at a time, so it's not very good for horde clear. But you can stun lock pretty much anything with it, though. That's what's really good about the Surge Staff. Okay, once again, that dog didn't have like any sound effects until it was jumping at me. Did they get through history? Did they go all the way through history with a bot? Because that is crazy.
An elegant headshot.
Come on.
Warp you sanction. The foul creature is dead.
Oh, a horde? Let me just swing a few times. Easy. imagine that I got fucking hit by a history specialist spawn that fucking threw me straight into a goddamn, fucking, trapper. I couldn't even get my sword out in time to stun lock him. That is amazing. That is fucking amazing. That is one way to wipe. Oh my god. I gotta clip that shit, dude.
It's refreshing.
End of a history run, and that's what happens. That is fucking poetry in motion, dude. Oh my god, dude. Can't fucking believe that. Oh. Oh. What was? I'm pretty sure it's in this one. No, it's not that. Oh, here it is. Teeth of Dalvanar. It has a whole fucking page for it. Roll a 1 and you get the Staring Cats of Uldendar. So if you put sow the teeth to grow the monster, you get 9 cats. If you implant it, the tooth has 8 charges. As an action, you can expend 1 charge to cast the Revivify spell. If you are dead at the start of your turn, the tooth expends 1 charge and casts Revivify on you. So it literally has 9 lives. And then 18. So if you implant the tooth, you deal double damage to objects and structures. If you take 20 or more damage, you have to succeed on a wisdom save or spend your next turn on a murderous fury, making unarmed attacks at random creatures. But if you implant it, a 1 Taras spawns for 1d4 rounds, then vanishes. They can spawn shit like 4 giant toads, a giant octopus, a mage, and a spectre. 3 Oni, a beholder, 3 green hags in a coven, a unicorn, 2 mind flayers, 1 commoner. It's just fucking stupid. Or 1 priest. Oh my god, it's so it's such a stupid item, I love it. It's such a fucking stupid item. Oh man, anyway. Yeah, that was, that's definitely a clip moment. Oh boy. Definitely gotta clip that one. I am not currently in a game session, so I'm not gonna try and rejoin, because that's not gonna go well. Whew! Oh man, I was laughing too hard from that.
I don't know everything, but apparently the blight is getting worse.
That was literally the end of a high-intensity shock gauntlet mission. That was like the end of the hardest difficulty in this game, and it was a wipe because 3 of them jumped off the map deliberately, and then I got fucked by a specialist spawn.
Neutralize them, Newty! Sniper! Beware! Sniper! Before a hound, fellas! This way!
Alright.
No way back from here!
History again, let's go! Surge Staff, definitely the weapon for history though. This is the... Why did we all run over here? This is the worst spot to be. Come on, people. This is not the team you want for history. We've got a bot. We've got a guy who jumped off the map. We got whatever that guy's doing. And then we've got me playing the support build that struggles to do, that's not very effective on its own. Oh, did he spawn in and fall off? Oh, that's even funnier. That's even funnier if he spawned in and fell off. See, this is where the surge staff is great. Oh, Gunners! That right there. That is why the surge staff is the best utility. Look at the number of fucking Reapers. Holy shit, dude. Because that stun lock is just so fucking powerful. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and it has very limited range, though. So you're sort of relying on your teammates to pick up the slack in that regard. Couldn't push him because I was on Brain Burst. Oh boy. Why? What are you? What is happening over here? What is happening? Why is that guy running off there when we're still... Can one of you guys kill these things I'm stun locking for you? Like, this is why this build doesn't work, when the teammates are not killing the things I am stun locking for them. It's the problem with running a more support-oriented build. Ah, here's the horde. Well, we got a Pegasus, so that should have the horde clear covered. stun? Nah, stun lock.
Neutralize.
Oh my god. That's a great item.
I recognize that we have speculated on Morrow's age, but the tech priest is surely ancient.
It hardly matters how long a lifetime of suffering lasts. That the suffering exists is what should concern us.
We don't need to blast them out.
This is a quarantine zone. There's 10 targets to be hit, so I shield.
I concur. The hound is dealt with. Agreed.
That guy doesn't seem to know how to dodge trappers. Or any disabler. Because I think he's been caught by every single disabler I've seen. Hello, how can I help you with your heretic needs today? I'm here for all of your purging needs.
I see you, Clara.
Tend those wounds, sibling. Step on them.
See, even if you invest in crit, the damage on the surge stuff is still not great. You got a full charger to get the damage out of it. But sometimes you just need to stagger too fast that you can't really get the full charge out, so you sacrifice the damage. It also only hits 6 targets at once, so there is a limit to how much you can stagger.
That's a scan for the servo scan.
Da 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 da. Is this his chi? Oh right, yeah, this is his chi. Ah, it's on the other side. That was rude. That was a fucking bank shot. Why are you actively moving away from the groove? Also, none of the... did they even heal? I left all the healing for them. Wow. That's what I get for trying to help. I mean, we got fucked because, like, 2 of the guys just wandered off for no reason. That guy was over there in the med station dying for some reason. I was over here doing the objective, and the other guy was upstairs. Like, what? Oh, I just blew myself up, didn't I? I did. That's on me. Like in History, you gotta stay together. The spawns are way too much of a clusterfuck.
I am in need. Aid of me.
Clearly he is misinformed. But yeah, like, dodging the disables is wonky with the server, but I mean, that guy was getting grabbed by every single one of them. Like, I should not have the most damage on a Surge Star support build, or the most kills, or the most elite kills. I should not have pretty much anything except for enemy staggered, realistically. But anyway. No, they're not. That guy's 21, dude. That dude's in Damnation History at level 21, bro. Bro. You can't be underleveled in History. You can't be. You can't be. Ew, that's creepy. Oh yes, the Tarot deck of Lost Souls. That's the other one I really like. I was gonna give that to my Bard of College of Spirits, the skeleton. Yeah, it's the timing on it's so tight that with server lag, it's a bitch. Like I said, even though the ping's only gone up a little bit, it has made such a huge fucking difference for countering them properly.
The heretics are pushing into Frontline, and I'm thinking we can't be allowing that. You're headed for Enclave and Barrels.
Because the Tarocca deck of Souls is really fucking cool, and then my skeleton Bard of College of Spirits, his spellcasting focus is a tarot deck, so that's also a fun combination. Because whenever you use it, there's a chance you can spawn some evil monstrosity that into the world that escapes from the evil tarot deck. Fun. Oh, just a good old damnation. All right. Let's go.
Be nice of you to don't you reckon?
Yeah. Keep it moving.
Focus on duty, and we may prevail.
Head for the bridge. You can cross into Enclave and Barrows from there.
All right.
If we work as a team, we will survive.
Still waiting on subclasses. That didn't even stun that guy. Hmm?
What you sanctioned?
Oh no, crushes. Whatever will we do when they can? All they can do is stand there. And that right there is why the Surge Staff is the best utility weapon. Alright. Oh, my old neck and shoulders are... Oh. Getting sweaty and all tensed up from all this history, man.
wandered off.
I didn't get on.
Grenade!
Hi there, bud. Okay. So again, this is another weird thing that happens where they can shoot through the railings, but you can't. There's a bunch of stalkers, that's why. That's not great. Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting. Critical Role has been trying to keep their stuff separate from a lot of things, which is understandable given all the controversy around Wizards of the Coast. Is it D&D Beyond? Because yeah, I don't think Tal'Dorei Critical Role stuff's on D&D Beyond. Oh, actually, I think their adventure guides might be.
Compellingly visceral.
Don't fret, soldier. Just like Pandora 9, ain't it?
Such power! Good enforcers know their beat from the feel of the street. That's something you can't.
Oh, hi, Sniper. Oh, hi, Mark.
Unless you can fly, you're gonna need to lower the skylight.
Maybe we can just jump across. Nah, forget it.
Because see, I got hit for like one tick, but it does all that. Oh, I blew myself up. Because I got hit for one tick, but it fucking breaks your shield instantly, so. Yeah, Psych is not a good class to be half paying attention for. It's a dangerous class to only be half paying attention with. It does have Wild Mount, so yeah, it's probably got Explorer's Guide to Wild Mount and Call of the Netherdeep. Because those are both published through Wizards of the Coast. Tal'Dorei Campaign Guide is self-published, so that's probably why.
The disorder the Empyrean wreaks upon the passage of time is most perturbing.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Explorer's Guide to Wild Mount ones. The Dunamancy classes, the Chronomancer and the Graviturgist, I didn't like them. Like I said, there's a lot of wizard classes where I'm just like, it just doesn't do nothing for me. I'm just looking at it, I'm like, yeah.
A gratifying termination. Associates, I would be indebted for aid.
Dogs still fly up in the air like that. What is happening? Okay, silent one-shot Mauler backstab. That was cool. There was no backstab sound cue on that Mauler heavy. There was no sound cue on that. No backstab sound cue. Yeah, exactly. None of them really appealed to me. What are the ones in this book? There's... Yeah, Blade Song. Yeah, this is the one I was telling you about. As a bonus action, you can start your Blade Song. It lasts for 1 minute. Bonus to your AC equal to your intelligence modifier. Walking speed increases by 10. Advantage on dex checks. And you get advantage on concentration checks. At level 2 or 3? At level 2! You only need 2 levels in Wizard for that shit. That's what I mean by that is like such a good multi... It's not... Like a lot of the late level shit, nah. But like, that level 2 bonus for just like a martial class, fucking amazing, dude. As a multi-class option, so good. Yeah, I'll just potato horde clear while they get their shit done. This is probably the most boring event. Two people to potato horde clear, and then the other two can go do the objective. Ba da 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 da. Oh, for fuck's sake! Really? There's a railing and everything!
Why have you forsaken me?
I went through the railing! That's just fucking dumb, dude. That is just dumb. I accidentally blew myself up once. That's on me. I got silent backstab overheaded. And then I got fucking knocked off. I went through a railing off the map. Yeah, copying spells is definitely one of those things that's like... You really have to make that useful. Oh, no, sorry, you get a bonus to concentration check equal to your intelligence modifier. So fucking cool. Yeah, the Order of Scribes, actually, that's the only one that I like the sound of. Because that one at least has some interesting things. Because you get the Awakened Spellbook, which you can cast through. So you can like make it hover and then you can send it over to places and make it cast spells out of it, which is really cool. You can also cast a ritual spell with the normal casting time once per long rest. And when you cast a wizard spell with a spell slot, you can replace its damage type with a different type that appears in another spell in your spell book. Yeah, that one actually sounds cool. Same with the ranger. I mean, the base ranger class sucks, dude. It sucks. If I was gonna do one, I think a Fey Wanderer is the one I liked. Fey Wanderer is really cool. Yeah, Fey Wanderer. I like the sound of that. 1d4 damage when you hit a creature once per turn. Get some bonus charm spells. Get a whole bunch of bonuses to your charm. If someone tries to mind control, you can throw it back at them or another creature. You can summon Fae for free, and you can cast Misty Step a bunch for free as well. Really cool. I was gonna make my ranger's a Fey Wanderer Eladrin, which is a really fun combination.
I exist to serve.
Well, I'm not having much luck on the Psyker right now. Oh. Well, we're at 3 hours. I should probably take a break. I should probably finish up, honestly, because I'm just fucking around at this point. We're not doing anything in particular. We're just fucking about. I should finish up and get some lunch, and I really need to use the bathroom as well. Right. So, thanks everyone for hanging out today for just a little bit of chill and random conversation. Tomorrow we'll be back, but we'll be starting up Subnautica Below Zero tomorrow. That is the plan. So we'll see how that goes. I already did a quick benchmark. It looks like it's the same, so it should run just fine. But yeah, we'll be starting that up tomorrow, same time. Well, hopefully, was I late today? I was on time-ish. I was more or less on time today. So yeah, hopefully we'll be on time tomorrow. So yeah, Subnautica Below Zero tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you guys then for that. But until then, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you guys are, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.